those summer events we have been doing for several years already, and our biggest social partners are actually our family members.
Hi everyone, and welcome to a new episode of Omega 365 sit-down sessions, where we talk to our team members all over the world about what's going on in their businesses and who they are. And today we're lucky enough to have Vadim, help me now, Narožnij. We've worked together for a long time, so I should be able to pronounce your last name.
No worries.
But Vadim is our general manager in Omega 365 Lithuania.
Yeah, thanks for having me here, and it was nice. It's always nice to come down and meet everyone. You know, we are quite connected every day. We have a lot of Teams calls and sessions, but after pandemics, I guess everyone is wanting a little bit live FaceTime.
Desperate for face-to-face meetings.
Maybe not like that, we learned a lot, but it's really nice to come and shake hands and say hello again and spend some time actually, not only in meetings and you know, those job sessions.
You mentioned the local team here. We want to hear more about your local team, but maybe you can start by telling us where you're located in Lithuania.
The town is called Klaipėda. Mm-hmm. It's near the seaside. And it was, I guess, historically why Omega ended up in Klaipėda, because there was somebody who knew somebody from Ølensvåg into you know, doing business with the shipyards. We have shipyards as well, so it's kind of was
it's what we're used to.
Yeah. Very similar. And in the beginning, it was helping us a lot to be not in a capital, because then it was not so much competition for human resources, for office spaces, cost efficiency. All that played nicely for us for many years, until pandemic screwed it all for us, everyone, I guess, because many companies have learned to work remotely and they opened up, and suddenly, you know, it doesn't matter where you are located, even a very rural area, which is not our location, but workforce is migrating a lot these days, and it's quite challenging.
Yeah, there's absolutely new challenges. But I understand recruiting young talent and recruiting talent in general is high on your agenda. How big is the team there, and you're looking for people right now? What kind of people are you looking for?
The team currently is 45 people, and you probably heard from Ølensvåg the solutions. Jan Christian Svantura was mentioning that the plan for next year is to hire 200 people globally in solutions. So I guess taking our fair share of that, we also need to get some in Klaipėda.
And you mentioned supporting PIM's products. This is the crux of what you do? This is the focus of Omega 365 Lithuania? Partly.
The main focus is on product management, actually. So we have several core branches of business in Lithuania, which is developing the upframe technology. Then we have the cloud team, who is supporting, you know, servers and the implementations on clients, all the networking and all the infrastructure things. And then there are several product teams. Currently we are standing strong with document control, cost completion, but there are smaller products or new products coming into Klaipėda, like risk and quality, and we are supporting other product teams in Norway with like workflows and PS, who we could also contribute to, you know, and implementations. Yeah, we have like one team is completely dedicated to implementations, but that's, I think, a fine balance that we need to figure out. I think our main strategic goal is to do product development.
But can we just rewind quickly, and can you tell us how you met Omega, how you got involved? Was there Omega in Lithuania before there was Vadim?
Omega Norway was searching to expand geographically, I guess, back then in 2004, 2005, then when they first came investigating. And in Lithuania, it was Peter Olvik and actually Eilberg back then visiting us in Lithuania, and they were coming to the university, figuring out on opportunities and possibilities and legal stuff, and they actually had a big advertisement of oh yeah, we would hire a lot of people if we get them. So they actually got like 40 people interested on the interviews, and there was a selection process. But back then they decided it was a bit more complicated than they were expected, and they didn't open it. However, they maintained contact with several guys, and we were still studying. I was in university back then, and Alexander Barvenov, who is now in Australia, he was completing his studies as well, and we were the first two ones to come over to Norway, and we basically started to work as employees in Ölandsvåg. And then I guess 1 year later there was a restart on this idea. Let's try to open an office in Lithuania, because they had somebody who was local and who could go and arrange stuff.
I know that you have a real family focus as well. We saw recently footage from your summer family get together.
And today I think we need to celebrate our success.
Can you tell us a little bit about that side of the culture, how you look after employees?
So those summer events we have been doing for several years already, and our biggest social partners are actually our family members, because at times in any jobs, same in Omega, there are tough periods when we are facing challenges. We are under huge stress, and we need to stay long hours or travel somewhere, and collaboration and understanding of families, yes, their support for all those activities, that's plays a huge part in our success. Otherwise it would be challenging from all the sides.
Do your team travel to some of the international Advantage events? And has anyone used the cabins in Norway, for example?
I think Canarian Islands are more popular among Lithuanians.
Why? No skiing there.
Yeah, but we have been, whenever there's a possibility of us being on a business trip in Norway during the skiing season, we would always join or arrange something in the end of the business trip, a weekend on a skiing resort, and then all these cabins are really attractive.
But it's important, as you say, getting to know Omega is getting to know Norway, getting to know your colleagues. Well then, I know that next time I invite you for a sit-down session, it needs to be in the winter time, and we'll set up in the snow. But thanks so much for taking the time to talk to us today and to let us know what's going on at Omega 365 Lithuania.
Thank you for having me.